Man, what's up? It's your boy E coming to you live with another episode of Chop It Up. I got my boy Danny. What's good with you, bro?
Not much, man. I just became a father, not too long ago, so that's pretty much the newest thing in my life right now.
How do you like that? How that's going?
To be honest, I love it. I felt like it was like a missing piece that I didn't know was missing, if that makes sense.
Right. Shit, open up your eyes to a lot of stuff, right?
Hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man, I'm enjoying it. I got a little boy, so you getting them big fast, bro. It's like ridiculous. I go to work for 3 days, come back, he a whole different person.
Man, that feeling is crazy. I already know. I'm already knowing.
But besides that, just chopping, man, the same old stuff.
Getting down to it. What's new in your life besides that? Like, give people like a little insight on where you're from and what you do for a living.
Well, I'm from Riverside, California. I'm a barber and a shop owner. I own a set of habits off of Riverside and Central Ave, right there next to the Chick-fil-A. Right. Yeah, so I've been a barber for about, 16, 17 years now? It might be 18. I can't even remember anymore.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, hell yeah. I've been coming for a minute.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I started off over there on the east side, off of, Massachusetts and Iowa. You remember? I'm getting faded.
Faded, yeah.
Yeah, getting faded. I loved it over there. Up in someone's shop, maybe 8 years into it. Eight years into cutting. And we're going on our 10th year now.
That's right. You have multiple shops though, right? Not just one.
Yeah, I have a small shop in downtown LA off of Fig, right across the street from the convention center.
Right. And how's that going? How's the shop atmosphere there?
That one's smooth. That one's more like a studio, more for like private clients. I really don't advertise like as a barbershop.
Right.
So I just bring like, if I have like a celebrity client that wants a haircut, I'll bring them there. And it's just private, it's not a lot of people walking in and out. I have 2 other barbers, and I have a stylist / barber that works there.
People that have braid hair and shit like that.
Yeah, she does everything. She's real dope. Shout out to Chrissy.
What are the pros and cons of having a barbershop?
The pros is you being your own boss, of course. You being your own boss, you set all the rules, expectations for your business. Cons are dealing with people, because not everybody's like you. So not everybody's going to have the hustle and will to be at work and want to cut hair all day. So just dealing with people, that's the hardest part of this.
So you wouldn't say like just even keeping like barbers into the shop, like, because I'm pretty sure you went through a lot of barbers in your life.
Yeah, that shop.
You don't say that's like a hard part?
Yeah, that's the hardest part.
Okay.
It's dealing with those, like the barbers, or trying to keep people renting chairs.
Oh, cool. So you've encountered a time where you probably had to like fire a barber or just tell them like it's not working out, like you got to go our separate ways.
Yeah, for sure. I've done that multiple times, and for sure the hardest part was when you don't have anybody working with you, and it's just you. You got to pay all that rent by yourself,
right?
And just keep the shop moving,
right? Have you ever came to a time where you had to like basically pay majority of the rent?
Yeah, for sure. In like the first few years.
What advice can you give people, that's looking to like start their own barbershop, and because there's a lot of young cats, and I've seen it over the years lately that a lot of young cats is really trying to get into this barber business. So like, what advice can you give them?
I'll start off with owning a shop. If you feel like you're ready to own a shop, your clientele is booming,
right,
and you can afford to pay the shop by yourself without having anybody there, I'll say just do it, because eventually you're gonna get the people to work for you,
right?
As long as you can keep the business afloat, it's not hurting you too bad.
And then what is it like how hard is it to keep that atmosphere going? You get what I'm saying? Like, because obviously you come into a barbershop, it's a random ass man in there. It's not just you. Yeah. And you don't even know how that man might act. You get what I'm saying? But how can you let them know to, you got to just keep that environment smooth. You know what I'm saying? Know what the person likes, know what,
You talking about a client or the barber coming in?
The barber coming into his.
Honestly, you're just going to attract people that are more like you, and personality-wise. You're just going to attract people that are like you, and the people are going to automatically adapt to how you move and the things that you do. It just doesn't always work, I guess, with work ethic, but when it comes to like the vibe of the shop, people just adapt to the way you are, right? Because you're the head of the shop.
That's dope. And then can you say like being a barber or having you know, the guys in there, like, do you have, I mean, obviously, I think I've seen this on your Instagram and stuff, but majority of those barbers in your shop now became, like, the best of your friends, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like anytime I feel like I run it as like we're co-workers. I really don't, you know, I'm not your boss or anything like that. I work with you.
Okay.
So I try to keep a good, friendly environment and try not too much pressure. You know, I want you to come to work and make as much as you can.
Right.
But if that's just not who you are, it's not who you are. As long as you're paying rent and you're just not super unprofessional,
Right.
we're good.
So you can agree with me and say that barber business is really not for everybody, because it's something like you have to get up to make your own money. No one's gonna say, like, you're not gonna call your barber like, hey, where you at? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, for sure. It's hard for some people. If you're not structured in your own life, it's kind of tough for you to just out of nowhere just build structure for yourself and make sure you're going to work, make sure you're saving money, make sure you're staying there for a good amount of time. A lot of barbers just get there. If it's not booming, they leave early, not knowing all those hours accumulate over time.
right.
And, you know, getting one walk-in every day becomes 5 walk-ins in a week or 7 walk-ins in a week, and to become returning clients.
And that gets me kind of to my next question. Like, as a barber, like, you feel like being a barber, is it hard to maintain the money? Like, because every time I touch money, it's like, damn, man, I want to spend this shit, or I got to go pay for this. Oh, I can do it because I know I'm gonna make it tomorrow. Like, how did you actually, you know, manage that growing up? Because as a young kid, you probably was buying shit. You like, damn,
Yeah.
I just made $300 today. Like, I'm finna go buy some shoes. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I mean, when I was coming up, it was tough to make $300. I was setting for
facts.
$10
Tuesday. Yeah.
So that's 30 hits. That was hard. So if I made $300 in a day, I worked too hard to let that go. So I was definitely saving.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but now for a barber coming in now, you know, at $40, $50 at the starting point, $300 ain't really nothing to them. So they'll spend that easy.
Right.
But yeah, you have to save your money in this business because it comes so fast.
You feel like over time, as you grew up, like, you making that money, you invested a lot more into stuff, like, smartly, or did you feel like still now, like, you have the problem of like, I'm about to make this money, but I'm about to go spend it real quick. Like, you have that problem, or you think you invested into, you know, good things?
Both, bro, for sure, both.
Like, you're telling me you still have that problem?
Yeah, I still spend on bullshit that I don't need to spend it on, but then I also still invest. Like, I still invest, try to put my money in some long-term investments or short-term cash flow investments. But for the most part, I'll spend money on bullshit that I know I shouldn't spend it on. Shit.
And I was seeing that you also, like, speaking of investments, you also do you still have your, like, trucking company?
Yes, I do. I do have my trucking company still.
How's that one?
It's good, man, for sure. Good. It was a great investment. I got it right at the right time.
Right.
But right now, you know, rates are kind of slow right now, so it's not like as up as it was during the pandemic.
Right.
But since, you know, I thought my main source of income, it's definitely working in my favor.
Top 3 favorite clippers, like, that you use on a daily, but like, what is your favorite? What's your go-to? Like, damn,
My favorite clipper right now is the JRL. The JRL is crazy, bro. I love that clipper. And
why is that?
it just has a 4-hour runtime. You know, it gives you and it just makes blending like super smooth and easy. It's a powerful clipper, has 2 speeds. Yeah, bro. It's just amazing. It's like, I guess if I had to combine them, it's like having like an old school master, right? But like wireless, you feel me? Like it's great. The blending on it is amazing.
Right. So that's number 1. What's number 2?
Number 2, we're doing trimmers too, right? Of course.
Yeah, whatever.
For sure, the FX.
That's a good clipper too. I just think that these are like the go-to, like the Maybelline, like these.
Yeah, those are the FX.
Oh, these are the FX?
Yeah.
I thought you was talking about those red joints.
Oh no, those are FX3s.
Okay.
Nah, hell no, them just too sharp.
Yeah, them really would slice your skin.
Nah, those though, the FX, the original ones, the FX clippers with the graphite blade, the original graphite blade.
Right.
Yeah, I love that. I love that area, man.
And then if you can go number 3, what's number 3?
Number 3, I have to go. What was it called? The Ergo.
Ergo's a great clippers.
Ergo is great. The only gripe about it is the battery life. But besides that, it's a great clipper, man. The way it feels in hand, how easy it is to blend with it. Boy, that's a great clipper.
And then over time, like, So you were saying like Andy's just not it no more. Like, did they change? I mean, I don't want to throw shade to like some Clippers, but do you think that like the Clipper game just enhanced a lot more?
Yeah, the technology is they kind of let themselves get behind a little bit.
Okay.
But I mean, the corded outliner is still the best editor to me.
Yeah, because the power, like the plug up is always gonna be better than we cutting this off.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
definitely. Like, there's no editor better than that, but it's just all the stuff you got to deal with. These cord, it getting hot.
Yeah.
You put too much cool care on, it's gonna blow up. Like, it's just too much. But
I gotta go. Andy's Masters Clipper.
corded and cordless, or just cordless?
I'm not. I don't think I mean, I'll use the cordless ones, but I would say the cordlesses are like kind of loud, bro. That shit is like, especially when the batteries start running out, like them shits get loud. But
Yeah.
I think the corded Masters is gonna go number 1. I'm gonna go these FX for sure number 2, and then my third is probably, I'm not gonna lie, fast feeds, bro. Fast feeds is like, they just so easy to cut with. Like it's like, I don't know what it is.
I got something for you. If you like the fasties, I got the corded ones, the cordless ones.
Yeah, I see. I never use those, but I use the corded ones. Those like some real good hitters, and I think that was like my second pair of clippers I've ever bought.
I got them for you, bro.
Oh,
I as a gift for sure.
You appreciate that. And then what about back in the day, when you went to barber school and shit? Wasn't that the barber school clipper? They gave me those in the set.
They gave me the masters. They gave me a master, then they gave me a what are those things called? They're the editor, the black ones, the black editor. They're bulky. Style liners.
Style liners, yeah.
Style liners, yeah. They gave me those.
They for sure. Then they must have changed a lot, because they gave me fast feeds, and that's why I ended up liking them. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I was also in apprentice school. I didn't go to barber school and shit.
What barber school did you go to? John?
Apprentice school, yeah, the one over there by Martin Luther King.
Okay, yeah. I went to John when he was in San Bernardino.
Okay, yeah. He's still teaching there though. That's crazy. Shout out to John, man.
Yeah,
Put a lot of people through some work. For sure. What is your definition on being a celebrity barber? Because a lot of people put that in their bio, and I mean, it's not really important, but I just think it's a fun topic to talk about. Like, what is your definition of being a celebrity barber?
If you make a majority of your income from celebrities, that's the definition of celebrity barber. Okay. You cut one, you can't
you can't really say that.
Can't really say that. But if you make a good chunk off celebrities, off of your income,
right,
then you're a celebrity barber.
So you can classify yourself as a celebrity barber.
Now, yeah.
And when did this start for you?
It started after I got hired for the Love and Hip Hop series. I got hired for Love and Hip Hop for a few seasons, and some of the cast members were actually coming like as return clients. Yeah. And then I started getting more NBA players that way too.
That's dope. And then when did like Kawhi come around? Because obviously you've been knowing him too before this. Like,
I didn't know Kawhi before I started cutting hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we had mutual friends, and they would come to the shop. Every time they come to the shop, like, Kawhi need to cut, plug me.
Yeah.
And it went on for a couple of years too. And then eventually one day he needed to cut. I can't remember the year, but it was maybe 2000. I want to say when he was with the Spurs.
Okay, so
it was after the chip.
2014.
Yeah, like 15.
Okay.
Yeah. So they plugged me with him. I rode to San Diego, cut him up a few times, and he was messing with it. So then every time he come to California, I was cutting him up.
And then that led to most of his teammates coming to you now. Like, you had Serge, a couple people.
Yeah, Serge,
Norman Powell at the time.
I got Serge from like just a random hotel. Like, I was leaving the hotel after cutting wide, and Serge seen my case, and he was like, "Bro, you cut here?" I'm like, "Yeah." So you ready right now? I'm like, "Damn." I'm ready to go home. Like,
right.
I'm like, "All right, fuck it, let's do it." So I cut him in the hotel room, and he loved it. So,
and then another been solid set for
Yep, you got solid champ.
That's dope. If you can name your top 5 all-time favorite cut lists, like people that you cut, it don't have to be a celebrity. It could be.
What you got, like best hair?
I'm
or
just
my
saying in general,
like,
like,
do I enjoy their company? Like, what are you talking about?
Like, no, it could be. Let me say it in a better way. It could be either top 5 client that you just like, no, he's about to come. Like, I'm finna see him Monday, then I'm gonna see him again Saturday or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people that just come and like been supporting you for a long time. If I could say that,
Like, oh man, I have so many supporters, bro. It's kind of I can't even do a top 5. They'll be mad.
See, I'm trying to stir up the pot a little bit.
Yeah, they're gonna be mad. I can't have so many people that support me, bro. They've been coming to me since like getting faded and never wavered. Like,
Okay, and still
been rocking. And then I got newer clients since Expensive Habits, my shop now.
all right. I won't do them.
Yeah, so
Let me do the top five celebrity cuts that you enjoy the most.
that I enjoy the most doing, for sure. You know, for sure, Y, AD, my guy AD, Norm, Nortal, Jake and Tatum, and my guy Micheal Blackson.
Oh, that's funny. That's a funny one for sure.
Yeah, Micheal Blackson's always a good time.
That's cool. But he's coming often. I see.
Yeah, he'll even drive out to the Rib. I forgot my man Dudley too. So my man Jared Dudley.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's my guy too.
That's dope.
Yeah, but Mike Blackson, he'll drive to Riverside sometimes if I can't get to LA.
Like, come to the shop room.
Yeah, he comes to the shop in Riverside. That's like, and just chill with everybody. Like, I talk to everybody.
Have people dying in the barbershop room.
Yeah, not really. He can talk to himself, but he'll throw out a little joke every once in a while.
That's straight up. How was your experience in the NBA bubble? Tell me about that.
The bubble was solid, man. It was a great opportunity for sure. I mean, after a while, it just got really repetitive. How I tell people, it's kind of like it wasn't jail. It was more like a rehab center. Like, you can do what you want, but you just can't leave the premises. Like,
so you didn't really have time to like actually enjoy yourself, talk to the players, hang out. It was more like every day, just work day.
Every day was work. I got to hang out with the players like maybe a handful of times. Like, I can recall this one time we were at a restaurant. I was eating at a restaurant, and LeBron's manager sees me like, just eating by myself. I was just chilling. He invited me over with the team, and the whole team is just sitting there drinking wine and like singing like old school R&B songs.
Right.
So I mean, that was a great night. Like, that was fun.
You couldn't do this on a nightly basis there at the bubble, right?
Nah, I mean, because everybody's working. You know, everybody's there to work. So it's not really like no free time. So, you know, the players are there to grind it out, trying to get a ship. Everybody else there is there for work. I'm there. I'm cutting from like 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Because where I was at, they had 3 main hotels.
Right.
And the hotel that I was at had the majority of the teams. And there's only 2 barbers per hotel.
And then how did you even get the experience to like get into the NBA bubble? Was it just like a majority vote or something, or somebody kind of referred you on doing that?
No, so I was just, the story was I was in the shop chilling. It was like, Rice, I think we just opened back up because of the pandemic.
Right.
So we had just opened back up. And I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking about just the bubble. I'm like, they're going to need a barber in there, right? Like, I'm not knowing if they're going to have barbers there.
Right.
So I tapped in with Kawhi management and asked him, like, hey, is there any way you can get me in the bubbles? And he was just like, yeah, for sure. Next day I get a call from, I forgot whoever was hiring the barbers at the time, I forgot my man's name. Get a call the next day, and he told me I was requested by one of the players, and I got locked in.
That's dope. So it's basically word of mouth.
Word of mouth, yeah.
And you have to have like any type of credentials to do it, or anybody can actually like get into it.
Nah, you have to have some type of referral. So somebody, like, you have to have been known by at least like either like a top player, or you have to have been cutting multiple players.
Okay.
You have to have some type of history of cutting people.
So most of those guys in there actually were shop owners, and they kind of referred or been doing it for a while.
Most of the guys had been cutting players. So like one of the guys, he owns a shop in Miami. Another one owned in Orlando, but he cuts Magic. The owner in Miami would cut a few Heat players, of course. And what was it? Oh, Will, he's from LA. My man Reggae, that's my guy. Shout out Reggae from New York. So he's been a celebrity barber for like 20 plus years.
Right.
So a lot of them have a good track record or athletes and celebrities.
That's dope. If you can give me like a time frame of how long, like, you think you feel like you're gonna keep doing this, what would you say? Like, are you? Because I mean, I know this shit gets tiring, bro. We're staying countless hours on our feet. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, it's just repetitive. It's like, I mean, it's something that you actually gotta love. Because I have this conversation with a lot of my clients. You get what I'm saying? So, I feel like, and I'm not throwing shade to a lot of barbers, but a lot of barbers go to work just to make the money now. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I feel like it gets to the point where, your clients is not satisfied. And that sends them to another barber. You get what I'm saying? They're getting to the point where it's like, okay, he's just cutting my hair now. Like, I'm not really liking my haircut. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if you can give me a time frame, like what you think?
I always told myself 35, right? I was gonna start putting at 35.
Right.
And it's my 35th year. So I don't think I'm anywhere near. So I want to say hopefully around 40, 45, in between that time.
And why do you think that number? You think that you're just gonna get tired, like you over it?
It's not over. It's like I can't. Like even now, like my body's starting to take a toll on me for standing up all the time. Right. So like my hips, feet hurt some days. Right. So it's just like I still want to be able to like run around, move around, and not have to worry about any health issues. I'm standing up all day.
That makes sense. But if you can say right now, like you love it though still.
Yeah, I love it for sure.
Like,
sometimes it gets repetitive. It's just like now I'm doing the same thing.
Right.
But then when I get with my clients that I've been knowing for years, and I'm giving them still a cut that they still like and love,
Right.
So
and you always can get that like laughter, man. Just I really be sitting here thinking like most of the time, like if you really think about it, barbers is damn near therapists, bro. You can have somebody come in there and they really sit there and telling you their whole life story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's what I get. I get the love from the most because obviously I can come, my homies can come, and I'm talking to them all day. You know what I'm saying? So I think I enjoy that a lot for sure. In your eyes, do you think Danny is the best barber he could be?
The best barber I can be?
Yeah. See, you answered too fast.
I can be?
Yeah. You think over your time in life, you think you could have been better, or do you think like you're at where you felt like you wanted to be in life with this?
All right, I need to elaborate more on the question.
Okay, so do you feel like you did enough in your barber career, like, or do you feel like there's always more room for improvement?
There's definitely more room for improvement.
And why is that?
Because I'm still cutting hair.
So you're saying that, like you're saying if you
make it to the end, the point like where you've done everything you can do as a barber, you're not cutting hair no more. You probably have a school, you got opening, you got multiple shops.
Okay. I get what
you got a crazy product out or something,
I get what you're saying. So you're saying that there's still more for you to do actually, so you can just hang it up and pass the torch. And then, do you want your son to cut hair?
Not as a plan A, but if that's something that I'm gonna give him an example of hard work. I would like him to be something, I guess more maybe like a doctor, a dentist, something.
Right.
But you feel me? But if he falls in love with cutting hair, like who am I to say not to do it?
Don't do it. Right.
Yeah. So he's not wrong with cutting hair, but this wasn't like my first resort. Like, I didn't do it because it's what I wanted to do for a living.
That makes a lot of sense. But shit, look at the outcome of it now, man. You being great, bro.
Yeah, I've definitely been blessed for sure. But I've always said like if I'm gonna do something, I want to try to do it to my best capability.
I heard. Yeah, man, that's dope. I really want to say I thank you for the time that you actually took out of your day to come on here and talk to me, bro. You're actually a barber that I actually looked up to. You feel me? You got a lot of gold for yourself, bro, and I for sure appreciate you. Taking the time out of your day to be this for me.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad that she invited me over here.
Yeah, I think it was a dope conversation. Something cool for people to hear. And I never thought that I honestly put another barber on the podcast because honestly, it's like, I don't know how you feel about it, but it's like, damn, I just really cut his hair. What if this motherfucker don't like it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like that all the time. Even now, I still cut other barbers. I'm like, damn, they might not even like this shit.
That's funny. But that's dope, man. Like I said, thank you. Thank you for everything. I appreciate your time and everything. We don't probably conclude this up, but I just want to say thank you. Appreciate you. No and I want to give a shout out to my boy Wali. I appreciate you, bro. You guys go like, comment, subscribe, but you got to get the fuck up out of here.